to wake up in the morning to the quiet of the cove and hear Aunt Bessie talking to herself, and to hear poor Uncle John mumbling wishes to old Nell. It made me feel like everything was fine. I was born down by the water, it's here I'm gonna stay. I've searched for all the reasons why I should go away, but I haven't got the thirst for all those modern day toys, so I'll just take my chances with those saltwater joys. Following a little brook as it trickles to the shore in the autumn when the trees are flaming red, kicking leaves that fall around me, watching sunset paint the hills. It's all I'll ever need to feel at home. This island that we cling to has been handed down with pride by folks who fought to live here, taking hardships all in stride. So I'll compliment her beauty, hold on to my goodbyes, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys. How can I leave those mornings with the sunrise on the cove and the gulls like flies surrounding Clayton's wharf? Platter's Island wrapped in rainbow in the evening after fog. The ocean smells our perfume to my soul. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds. So I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds. So I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight our stories are Book Fair at the School, Fire Prevention Week, Town Office Building Repairs, Mr. Penny's School Report. Stay tuned for these stories after this.
I've been a part of the War Amp Chant program because I was born with only one hand. They cover the expenses of my arms and all my different devices.
They're there to answer your every question. The services they provide, the financial help, the emotional help, the information. The War Amps has certainly eased the path quite a bit.
When I look at all the things that I've achieved, just because I practiced and I was confident in myself.
Erica's moving right through life and enjoying it. She loves life.
You have to believe in yourself and you'll achieve your dreams.
The annual book fair at Burgea Academy ran from October the 10th to the 13th. There was a great selection of books available for all ages, including posters, pens, and pencils. Wednesday from 3:30 to 5 o'clock, there was a family time. This is where the parents drop in with their children and done various activities. It started by Mrs. Tucker welcoming everyone and offering the children balloons. Some children went into the next room and done some coloring. Mrs. Tucker joined them. When their coloring was completed, They were carried to another room where they were read stories to by the RCMP. The children really seemed to enjoy this. After story time, the children went into the gym to run around and play. At the end of the day, names were placed in a bag and drawn for $25 worth of books. This was won by Brittany Bellard. Her classmates also won $25 worth of books. Congratulations to you all. October 9th to 13th also marked Fire Prevention Week. The Virgil Volunteer Fire Department acknowledged this week by doing several activities around town. They had scheduled a fire drill arranged at the Virgil Academy for Tuesday afternoon. This had to be canceled because they had a call for a real fire in the Wooden Tail Brook area. The brush cutters were burning brush, and it got out of control. It was quickly put back under control with minimal damage. What a way to start the Fire Prevention Week. Throughout the week, videos were aired on Channel 10 about various fire prevention strategies. Renovations began on the town office building this week. Most of the work will be taking place outside. Work is being done to replace rotten wood and to clear out mud and water from the basement area. And the 2 entrance doors are going to be replaced with 1. The workers hired for this job were Calvin Benight, Max Compton, and George Parsons. The expected length of this project is about 4 weeks. It is totally funded by the town, with no funding from the government. We visited the school on Thursday for Mr. Penny's school report.
And we would try to do this once a month, and I guess it was about 5 weeks now has gone by, and certainly students are into routines of everything. The high school students now have their courses. They cannot add or drop any courses now, so everything is on par, and I guess before we know it, the end of the year will be quickly approaching us, so certainly 6 weeks has gone by very fast. I asked you to come in today just to kind of update you on a number of things that we've been doing. It's been a very busy September and the first part of October, and I'll just kind of run down through some of those things. We've had a curriculum night. I was back somewhere in the middle of September, and I was very pleased to see how many parents did show up. I was especially pleased with how many parents for grade 6 to 12 students. I think last year we had somewhere around 6 or 8. This year I would say was probably somewhere around 30, 35 parents show up, so fantastic job. And as usual, the primary and elementary parents, there was a number of them that showed up as well, biggest percentage of them, and again, it shows a real interest that parents have with their child's education, and that's what we need to have success in school, and certainly for them to be ready when they leave school in grade 12. Another thing, we had 4 gentlemen. One guy's name was George Zuckerman, and he had 3 of his friends with him. We're here to do, well, they were called the Traveling Musicians, and there was two shows. The grade K to 5 was involved in the first one, and K to 7, and then 8 to 12 was involved in the second one, and students seemed to enjoy them very well. They then went to Ramia. They also traveled to Grey River and Transway. So it was provided by our school board. I believe it was by the gentlemen themselves, and they were involved in some kind of a music deal that brought them to rural schools. So very nice to see that. We also had our Terry Fox run. It was part of our Healthy Commotions Day. While there was a number of activities on the go over 2 Fridays, Terry Fox run, our students actually raised $1,100, which was fabulous, considering we have 177 students right now. $1,100 again is a fabulous job. On the idea of the Healthy Promotions, again, 3 areas that the Department of Education, obviously in conjunction with the school board and all the schools in the province, with healthy living, I guess it comes with activity, eating right, and obviously the deal with the tobacco. And on that note, I'd like to thank the community for abiding by our policy. Again, for those who did not hear me on the first one, we have a smoke-free zone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and up to today, I have not seen anybody, student or adult, smoking on school grounds, and again, I thank everybody for that. We're trying to promote, again, the healthy eating aspect. On Friday of September 29th, we had fruit trays and vegetable trays that were donated by the Healthy Commotions initiative from the Department of Education. They gave us money for that, and also with the volunteers from our snack program, the ladies came out and did a lot of work in delivering those to the classrooms, and I thank them, and the students seemed to enjoy the day very well. Other things that happened that day, we had students that cleaned up around the school. We tied in our ocean that day, students in grades 3 to 7. Now that may have been on another day, I forget the exact date of that now, but they went to the sandbanks and helped to clean up the beaches up there. I think 3 beaches were their target, and again, from what I was told, they did a very good job with that. We also had students in grades 6 to 9 travel to Stephenville. They visit the Arts and Culture Center, and we're actually listened to a performance by the Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra, and the feedback from that also was a job well done. The students enjoyed the day. Got them, I guess, out of Burgeo for a day and out of school. But again, a lot of things that they can certainly learn from that. Education is not only sitting in the classroom, listen to a teacher. There's a lot of aspects of education that students get involved in, and we certainly try to promote that as much as possible. Again, it's obviously very costly for that, and again, it's for money from our fundraisers, our recycling, and our bingos that in a big chunk will go into our travel and whatnot, but certainly, as I've said in the past, other aspects of the school life as well. We also been very successful in our boys and girls softball team. Today, well, it was Thursday afternoon. The girls are now on their way to Port Saunders. They were lucky in winning their, I can't say lucky because they played very well. They deserved to win their regional tournament a couple weeks back. I think 3 weeks right now. And I think that was in McKay's. According to their coaches, played fabulous, and we certainly expect them to do very well in the provincial tournament in Port Saunders, and certainly wish them all the best. And I guess by the time this is aired, that they will we will know if they won or lost. And again, I would certainly expect that they would win. Same with the boys. 2 weeks ago, the boys at the regionals here at the ball field here in Burgeo. Very successful, went undefeated, and played again like the girls very well. This coming Thursday and Friday and into Saturday, we are having 7 teams, 8 teams including our own, that are going to be here for the boys' provincial tournament. As the community has seen many times on the BBS channel, that we're looking for billets, and I would ask that at this time Thursday afternoon, we need 18 more billets, and I would ask for the support of the community to give us a call, call the school or call Mr. Fever, and to please take a billet or 2, preferably 2. Certainly we'll appreciate 1, but it seems like a lot of students would like to pair up. I've kind of heard some, I guess, some questions concerned with boys, but I just want to let everyone know that they're not allowed to smoke on these tournaments. Absolutely no drinking, drugs, and any infractions of those rules, they will be taken out of the tournament immediately. So I expect no problems. They will well behaved, and also what we need to keep in mind is that there's a number of kids coming in to our community that will bring a little bit of money to our community. Also, a lot of these students have never been to Burgeo, so we want to certainly show them a good time and what we're all about. And also, again, keep in mind that when our students go out, our girls are out right now, and they will be billed for 2 nights, and obviously other teams coming in expect the same thing. So if there's anybody out there that is willing to take a student or 2, again, as I said, please give us a call. It's for certainly a worthwhile cause, and again, it do bring money, and not only to the community, a little bit to our school. We save a lot of money from travel, so again, we're very fortunate to have it here, and takes a lot of work. Certainly want to thank Mr. Fever for all the hard work that he's put in that so far, as well as Mr. Pink, the coach of the boys, and anyone else that I won't even mention more names because I'm sure I'll forget somebody, but a lot of people responsible for helping out with that. So please keep that in mind, and hopefully by Thursday we'll have all of our all of the students come in and build it. We also have a cross-country running team. They will be traveling to Stephenville this coming Saturday as well. Unfortunately, it is the same time as the boys' provincial tournament, but certainly expect them to do well, and they're going to the regionals, and we have 7 students going to that. I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, I apologize, but again, been very busy the last 4 or 5 weeks. As I said at the beginning, the students are into routines right now. They should be working very hard. I know test time now is a lot of classes have had tests, but in the senior high, the test will certainly be starting very shortly, and students should be doing homework every night. Whether it's homework set by the teacher or not, they can certainly spend time in reviewing some of their work. I get comments every now and then that my child doesn't have any homework, or they went 3 or 4 nights of homework. Students should always have homework. They always can have something to do, and we certainly look towards the help of parents to see that students are doing that, and that they're attending school regularly. Some students got a little trouble getting to school on time and attending on a regular basis, but we have been known for excellent attendance. The Ames report that came out last year, which is a report of all the schools and various, activities and aspects of the school, and we were the only school in the province that had an A+ for attendance, and I certainly want to keep it at that. And I mean, it goes without saying that students who are not in school are not going to have a lot of success. So, number one, get them into school, and we'll certainly try to take care of the rest of it. That's about all I have right now. Again, I'm sure we'll do this in about another month or so, and keep things going as they are.
Community events. Plaid TV Bingo. Try your luck on Wednesday and Plaid TV Bingo, sponsored by the Sea Cadets. Cards can be bought from any Sea Cadet member or in most stores around town. Please stay tuned after this broadcast for a short video from the Burgeo Fire Department. This concludes our program for tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night.